Hello everybody! Welcome back to the channel and to this new video. Today I will be setting up my September bullet journal spreads, and for this month I'm going into full autumn mode. Autumn is my favorite season of the year. I love everything that has to do with it. Pumpkins, leaves, pies, Halloween, it's the best, honestly. And since September is technically fall or autumn already, I decided to go all in with my theme. I actually don't quite know what to call this theme. I just added a bunch of autumnal doodles all over my pages, but I did try to do more of a yellow color scheme rather than like an orange, which I would maybe normally do for autumn, but I wanted to include some sunflowers to kind of make a little transition from the last days of summer into autumn. And then I just added some mini pumpkins, although I mostly did like squash, which isn't orange but rather beige in color, so I wouldn't have too many orange things in my spread. So I only added those a couple of times, and then I added some leaves which are kind of golden brown, and multiple items that have a yellow gingham pattern on it, some pie, and that's pretty much it for my cover page. I kind of arranged everything diagonally across the page. And actually, I think in this video I won't be talking as much as I normally would, just because I didn't have a lot of time, not while filming it, not while editing it, and also not while doing this voiceover, because I have multiple assignments to do for university, even though technically it's still the semester break. But that's why I'll only be narrating a couple of sentences for every spread, and then just let you vibe with the autumn vibes and the music in this video. For my page next to my cover page, I'm actually doing a little collage or a mood board with lots of pictures of sunflowers, of pumpkins, of yellow leaves, and I'm arranging it very neatly and straight next to each other. Normally I would maybe do it in a collage style, but for this one I think it looks quite nice to be so neat next to my very busy cover page. And then I decorated that with a bunch of different washi tapes and some more of my gingham patterned blanket doodles. For my next spreads, I'm doing something very different that I haven't done before. I'm creating my calendar spread as a Dutch door, and on the next pages that are still included in the Dutch door spread, I'm going to be doing my notes and my expense spreads. And I'm pretty proud of the way I came up with to kind of incorporate all the doodles into the different spreads so that they don't look out of place when I flip over the Dutch door. So I basically did it that the doodles kind of continue and match up with the other doodles when I flip over. I'm bad at explaining this, but you'll see what I mean in a bit. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. The calendar is a little bit too small. Normally I do one more dot grid per each square, but I think I will get by with this, and it's worth it for the aesthetic of the Dutch door. And here you can see how I am continuing and matching up the doodles from the previous calendar spread to kind of make it look coherent. My next spread is also a little different from what I normally do. Normally I would do my mood tracker and my gratitude log at this point, but for this month I decided to switch it up and make a September memories spread, because I will be going on a short trip and have some well-earned free time after I hand in my final assignment, and I decided to add one space for each day, and I will doodle in there what I did for that day. It might be something as simple as drinking some really nice coffee, or maybe something bigger for my trip that I'm going on in that month. And just because I don't know what days will be very eventful and what will be kind of boring, I didn't add the days of the month in the little spaces, and I will do that as I go along. So I can use the really big ones for more significant things that I want to draw in there. Or maybe if I don't feel like drawing that day, I can just use it as my gratitude log or a line a day and just write down something that happened that day. And I think the spread gives me a lot of freedom, and I also like how I decorated and designed it, so I'm very happy with that. And here I messed up with my camera yet again. What a surprise. For some reason, the first part of making the first weekly spread of the month, my camera just wasn't filming. I probably just forgot to hit record, but we're gonna roll with it, and you can see the rest of how I'm making this spread. I always like when I have a week with just 5 days, because I can do this layout, which I really enjoy. And I think the space for each day is just perfect with exactly 5 days, and then my little space for notes. So I'm very happy with how this spread turned out. And just like that, we are done with this setup and this video. Here's the final flip through of my September bullet journal theme with full-on autumn vibes. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I'm honestly very happy with how everything turned out. If you like it too, maybe leave a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and of course be sure to be back for my next video. Bye!